Sherwood 911, what's the address your emergency?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Hey, this is... And I'm on the walking trail behind my house, and there's a car parked here, just probably a couple hundred feet off of Gap Creek Drive, you know, where the city has a little park. And there's a black woman in there, and she's dead. She's clumped down in the foot area on the passenger side. There's blood there, and she ain't moving.
Are you back up at your residence, or are you still with the
No,
vehicle?
I'm standing here. As a matter of fact, I had one of the tree removal companies over to remove a couple of trees, and we're walking up here to show him how he could get in behind my house, and we walked up on this. The window flashed out of the car.
What does the car look like?
What does the car look like?
Yes, sir.
It's a black, I guess it's an Oldsmobile View, little SUV, and it has a temporary license plate on it. It's July 2nd of 2020.
Okay, stay on the phone with me for just a minute, okay?
Sure.
114.
Yeah, hey, we can do it another day. Yeah, don't worry about it. Thank you. Well, no kidding. Thank you. Have you noticed the car being there?
Is the person breathing or anything?
I don't know. The door was shut on the passenger side, and she was, like I said, in the floorboard, leaning against it. And we're afraid to open the door because she would fall out. But we have, banged on the door and the glass and screamed and hollered, and like I said, there is blood.
Okay. Okay. And is this really easy to locate behind your residence if they come from your house?
As a matter of fact, if you just come through that second roundabout and then come straight on Gap Creek Drive, I was on that street where our trail is. It's a walking trail.
Okay, so are you currently down next to a creek? I'm trying to ping your location.
Yeah. The creek
is not to help you locate the subject any better. He's pinging directly behind 7224 Vista Point Ford, 7224 Vista Point Ford, next to the creek. You page fire and what you told me. Okay, what was your name, sir?
I'm sorry?
What's your name, sir? And can I reach you back the number you called on?
Yeah. And if you want me to, I'll stand here and wait for the police car. But
I'm going to keep you on the line until they get out there with you, okay?
Okay. And there's a city park, a little city park, just on the other side of the street from where you turn into this walking trail. Okay, I'll just wait here.
Okay, just stay on the phone now, okay? Okay. I'm not sure if they're going to come from your residence or if they're going to come down Vista Point Court to you.
What's I'm not familiar with that street name.
It's that cul-de-sac that runs off of Gap Point Circle.
Oh, I thought it was still Gap Creek Drive when it came up this way. But whatever. Yeah, I mean, you know where I'm at.
That's like the little cul-de-sac, I believe, is 4 houses up from your address.
No, there aren't any houses.
I'm sorry?
But not, well, I'm sorry, there are houses, yeah. Here they are now.
Can you see a house from where you're standing?
Well, yeah, there are several houses, but I still think of their address is not this street. Maybe your officer can explain better. You want me to hang on?
Yes, down the line with me.
Okay, he says I can hang up now.
Oh, there's an officer with you?
Yes, there's not.
Okay. Okay. All right. Goodbye.
What you just heard is the moment police were called to a walking trail in Sherwood, Arkansas. When officers arrived, they were led straight to a car. What started as a normal day for a homeowner caring for his property ended with the discovery of a dead body. Inside that vehicle, police found a black female in the passenger floorboard with blood visible inside the car, and the driver's window had been busted out. At this point, there was no welfare check. This was a homicide investigation. In this case, we're going to break down exactly what investigators found inside that vehicle, the evidence documented at the scene, and how investigations quickly unfolded. From allegations surrounding a hidden relationship with a transgender female to recorded jail calls with an unsuspecting girlfriend, all the way to the court case. You're watching Arkansas Dark Side, True Crime TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our sister channel, Street Mothers Podcast. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, and join our membership for exclusive footage, extended versions, and early releases. Now let's continue. Detectives were called in and the scene was secured. When the coroner arrived, the body was removed from the vehicle, and that's when investigators were able to examine the victim more closely. During that examination, they located a possible gunshot wound behind the left ear, and a bullet casing was also found inside the vehicle. Investigators also documented blood splatter inside the car and signs that someone had tried to wipe down the scene. Bleach had been used inside the vehicle. After the body was taken from the scene, the car was sealed and transported for further processing. Investigators started working backwards, and the last known person she had contact with was Trayvon Miller. Trayvon was no stranger to authorities. In fact, this is his second homicide investigation he had been involved with, but we'll get into that later. Let me continue. As detectives continued to build a timeline, they obtained a media search warrant to review data connected to Trayvon Miller. That included text messages, conversations that were happening in real time as people continued trying to locate the victim and understand what was going on. What investigators found were multiple message threads from different people, all centered around the same question. Where was she and what was happening? One of those conversations came from a family member of the victim reaching directly out to Trayvon, trying to piece together her last known movement. At first, the messages are simple, asking when was she last seen, what time did she leave, and what happened that night. The conversation continues and the tone shifts. The questions become more direct, the responses are challenged, and the focus turns into inconsistencies in what Trayvon is saying. At the same time, another set of messages show a separate conversation, this time between Trayvon and someone from his workplace. That exchange doesn't involve searching for the victim. Instead, it shows how Trayvon was communicating while all of this was unfolding. And when you look at both threads together, what people are asking him and how he is responding, you start to see the difference between people are trying to find answers and someone trying to manage what is being said. As detectives continue working this case, the focus stayed on one name, Trayvon Miller. And by this point, investigators had already established that he was the last person seen with the victim. And they continued interviewing witnesses. More information started to come in about what was said leading up to this incident. According to those statements, Trayvon had made comments about wanting to harm the victim. Those weren't statements made after the fact. They were described as things he said before the victim was even found. And that detail becomes critical because it all shifts the investigation from trying to understand what happened to determining whether this was planned. Investigators documented that he was the last known contact. They documented statements from witnesses describing threats, and they documented behavior after the incident was raised. Additional concerns about what may have happened before and after threats were made. At this point, detectives had enough to move forward. Based on the totality of the evidence gathered, witness statements, the timeline, and the information collected during the investigation, Trayvon Miller was taken into custody. He was arrested and charged in connection with the homicide. And once that happens, the investigation doesn't slow down. It changes directions. Because after an arrest, investigators are no longer trying to locate a suspect. They're now listening to what that suspect says next. During the next steps for detectives, they started talking to people that are closest to him. And one of those people was his girlfriend, Tierra Evans. At the start of that interview, detectives asked her directly, did she know that Trayvon and the victim were seeing each other? They asked Tierra, did she know that Trayvon and Brayla were a thing? They also told her that according to what they had gathered, Trayvon had been in a relationship with the victim for almost 2 years. That established context immediately because it shows that this wasn't a random interaction. This was an ongoing connection that no one around him even knew about. As the interview continues, Tierra begins describing her contact with Trayvon after the time investigators believed the homicide occurred. She told detectives that she picked him up, placing him outside and moving around after the incident. That detail alone puts him in the timeline after the victim was last seen. But the key part of her statement comes from what she says happened during that interaction. According to Tierra, Trayvon made statements about what had happened. He admitted to her that he killed Brayla. That admission is critical because it wasn't made during a police interrogation. It wasn't made after an arrest. According to her, this is something that he said in a conversation shortly after the incident. Detectives use statements like this to connect behavior, timeline, intent, and it places him after the crime, and it introduces his own words into the case through someone that he is connected directly to. There's a lot more that comes out through witness statements, but instead of continuing straight through all of that, we're going to shift for a moment. We're going to play a few of those jail calls made from Trayvon Miller when he was taken into custody. Some of what you're about to hear may feel real out of order compared to the timeline that we're building, but every part connects back to the same investigation. And as the case continues, we're going to make sure that every fact, every statement, and every piece of evidence is laid out all the way through sentencing. Now listen closely to what he was saying in those jail calls.
This is a call from an inmate at a correctional facility. This call is also subject to being recorded or monitored, except for privileged communications between attorney and client.
Here, the cell that need you to stay strong. Please, I need you to stay strong. Don't cry. Yeah, break it down. I need you to be strong.
Okay. So what does it mean that you're only discharged with it?
You said what?
So what does it mean that you're only charged with this?
Innocent to proven guilty in the court of law. They searched my house because they all shit. They going out the heat patient, this shit. I didn't do anything they're trying to charge me with.
They found something in your house?
You said what?
You said they found something in your house?
Well, they didn't. And they are, he say, she say. They gotta show us the real evidence that I did something, but I didn't. I don't even know what they're talking about.
So like, you gotta stay in there until they find something?
This is the hard part. The fine might be so high that I ain't be able to even get out or really feel waiting. It's either getting the bond and getting out, or getting the attorney, beating it and getting out. So, probably gonna be down for a year. However long it takes.
They won't.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
They're not posting your bond tomorrow?
Yeah, I should get a bond tomorrow. But it's short. That dude, you don't even like. He the one gave me that other probation where I got a call every week and drug test. So he probably get $1 million on the bond. Oh shit.
So how?
Okay.
This is a call from an inmate at a correctional facility. This call is also subject to being recorded or monitored.
What's up?
That shit on
Huh?
that shit on the news.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, huh? Yeah, yeah. It was. Shit, yeah, been arrested. Capital murder and capital evidence. Huh?
Yeah, they said what on it?
Capital evidence and capital murder.
They ain't trying to but
Huh?
I ain't gonna say this much, but I'm just charged. It's like, man, you hit me.
Yeah.
You hit me and I got a black eye. But, you know, they can get an arrest warrant for anything.
Wait, say it again?
Then they can get an arrest warrant for anything. Dude,
Yeah, I know.
they going off he say shit, bro.
No, you good. It's just, nigga, that was just because you didn't come down there to talk. It was just like the other one. They had to find a way to talk to you.
It really just told them they gonna just talk to them. Bro, they never read it, dog. They didn't question me, bro. They going on with the telling, bro. That Facebook and shit, bro. They gonna make the things account.
It don't matter, bro. You straight. You ain't do shit, so you straight, bro.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Shit,
Just
yeah.
stay strong in it. But just
Shit,
stay
tell
on it.
everybody, you know, that I love it, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down.
Yeah, don't fold. Fuck. You know you got you out the way.
Probably got
Be
down to my lawyer work. Y'all need to handle that thing, bro.
for real.
17, man. Y'all need to handle that.
Nigga, we got you. You straight, nigga. Be straight, nigga. Love you.
This is a call from an inmate at a correctional facility.
Go ahead.
Hello?
What's up?
Anybody posting anything?
Huh?
Anybody posting anything?
Yeah, anybody. Huh?
What they been saying?
You said what?
What they been saying?
Oh, man, you didn't. Somebody did that yesterday and everything. Yeah, you know what you're talking shit. Just posting about your arrest and everything. They're happy that you arrested. They got you third.
So you gotta show me some evidence. They ain't question. You gotta show me. They gotta show me their hey, but look though. Remember I was at your house? You Dominique and Tony was there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, so make sure, you know what I'm saying, they know. It's crucial.
Always, bro.
Huh?
Always.
They got a match.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's straight.
Yeah.
Huh?
Man, gotta make sure they match too.
Make sure that who?
If they match,
I can't hear you.
you gotta make sure that they match.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
I know what you're saying, bro.
Text my girl and tell her I love her, you know what I'm saying? She gotta be strong, man. Y'all, man. If y'all not good, this shit ain't gonna break me down.
Nigga, we straight, bro. We strong, bro. We got you, bro. You stay strong, nigga.
Cause they gonna put my phone too high and be able to get out. So I gotta fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really, go to the Lord.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, don't be down here for a couple months, my nigga.
You straight, bro. You gonna get straight, bro. You gonna beat this shit.
Hold it down, y'all. Hold it down.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody, whatever they posted and saying on the internet, they said that shit last time. Don't let that shit get to you.
Okay. Yeah, cause they doing the shit.
You said what?
I said, yeah, cause they doing the shit.
You said they already been doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother told me, but shit. I'm not even gonna ask what they're saying. I mean, he told me a little bit of what they're saying, but shit, I ain't worried about that right now. Shit. I just need for you to be strong. My parents and everybody, they gonna try to be strong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can be strong. You start crying and shit, that's gonna break me down and make me trying to be strong right now. When I get to myself, then that's when I can cry, think about all my memories and shit. Like yesterday, just holding.
You said, wait, go back. What did you say on that point?
I said, when I get to myself, that's when I can start crying and reminiscing. Yesterday, I could just picture right now, just looking in your eyes, kissing you, hugging you, and able to tell you I love you.
Yeah.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Yeah, I was just thinking of yesterday.
You said what?
I was in my room thinking of yesterday. Me coming over. That's about it. And I was just like, yeah. And the mom was like, why are you home so early? And she wasn't even used to it. And I thought I was coming to your house today. And she was like, you home real early? I was like, yeah. You know, I was looking at our pictures.
You said what?
And I was looking at our pictures and our details today.
Our picture?
Yeah.
This call was terminated because it exceeded the permitted length.
We just heard 4 calls between Trayvon and the people closest to him. And across those calls, you can hear exactly what he's focused on. What people are saying on social media and trying to control how this looks. You can hear him gaslighting his girlfriend with the things like, stay strong, I love you, simple jail talk, while at the same time speaking in code asking his friends for an alibi as if it's not obvious what he's doing. At this point, he compares the situation as to having a black eye, which doesn't even come close to what he's facing. And you can hear him tell his dad that the police joked about saying, have fun with your little new girlfriend, which in this case isn't unexpected. We're going to continue to listen to a few more of these calls and close out part 1. In part 2, we'll break down more witness statements and get into additional jail calls. Stay tuned as we follow this case all the way through to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And help our channel grow by joining the membership. You'll receive perks like early access, extended footage, and much more. Thank you for watching Arkansas Darkside, True Crime TV. And don't forget to subscribe to our sister channel, Street Mothers Podcast. Now let's continue.
This is a prepaid call from an inmate at the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility. Please select from the following options. Your call has been accepted.
Hello?
What's up with it, man?
What's that?
You good?
Yeah, they gave me no bond. They were about to give me one, but prosecutor brung up fleeing and credit card and traffic tickets, improper lane change and shit.
Bro, you straight, bro, you straight. You just gotta sit down there for at the most for 90 days,
Yeah, I got the white attorney plus Jimmy said he'll help him plus the other black attorney. So I got about 4 lawyers that's gonna help me. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you just gotta sit down and sit tight. That's all you gotta do.
Tell Anthony tell Candace to go ahead and take their credit card so they can be off the bank.
Gotta that nigga not even here right now. He went to Jailhouse.
Yeah, that nigga need to text the nigga, bro. Tell him from Candace he need to do that shit, bro.
Yeah, I got you. He's supposed to come back today. This morning, supposed to be.
She needs to do that shit. She needs to do that shit so they can be off my plate and shit. But I go back to court for this shit September 8th. But just gotta wait and see what the prosecutor got. Cause if he ain't got nothing to build a case, then you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm already in.
Oh, yeah. By September, you gonna be straight. You just might miss your birthday though.
Yeah, I already know.
Once again, big 19 OG.
Ain't nobody been talking shit, nothing no more.
Huh?
Ain't nobody been talking shit on social media and shit no more.
Nah.
I wonder what the
Nah. Once you got
got
arrested, they got off your ass. They was just talking shit, trying to blame you for no reason. But you straight. I ain't seen shit else.
I wonder what the hoes I was fucking saying.
It don't matter what people say, bruh. You know the truth, and only you know the truth.
True. But look though, you know that corny shit, but you know what I'm saying. The police had asked me if I was with you that night or that day. So.
But the police did?
You know what I'm saying? They didn't ask me, but you know I was with you, Anthony and Dominique, at child crib. So I know they're recording. So if they ever go back, you know what I'm saying. I was with y'all, but they ain't never asked me that, so.
Ooh, shoot, so I already cocked it. Shoot it. Pull the trigger. Yeah, I just fixed up on the whip. He lost the key. We had the dog new key for damn near 180. I would pay that shit back today. This nigga didn't help with shit. It was just me and my girl.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying, hold it down 60 days and then see if I at least get a bond. So shit.
This is a call from an inmate at the correctional facility.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, you remember I had my Camaro and she was like, I'll be like, I'm gonna go somewhere. She's like, where are we going?
Yeah. I remember when you first got it. Trying to surprise. So I remember when you first got it, trying to surprise me and shit.
You were surprised what?
I said I remember when you first got it and you was trying to surprise me with it when I put up on you.
Yeah, you came around and funneled me. Damn, another year.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was like a few days after I got my windows done.
And I came over there. I want to say it was the twins' birthday party, or it was some party you had at your house that you had that basketball little shirt on and shit.
My mom took that.
You was looking
My
so.
mom. You said what?
I said you were looking so sexy.
Maybe. Yeah. This one, Jacksonville had a curfew and one was on one.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. We would have probably been laying back there in the bed. They would have came knocking on the door and shit.
I'm saying, phones are like, okay, you can make your way home now. Like, Trayvon, when is your company leaving?
I'm sorry you had to see this I couldn't even run. She said the house was surrounded.
Yeah. Did you know it was them when you walked back to the house?
Did I know that?
Yeah. 'Cause you were just so calm. I was kind of like proud of you. Like I didn't want you to run.
That I was so what?
You were so calm. But I mean, I just
This
thought
call
of how
was
you
terminated
handled the
because it
situation.
exceeded the permitted.
I was saying you were so calm. Like, when you walked, calm. You seemed calm. Yeah, calm. When you walked back in the house. And, all I know is you was like, back up, he's gonna pull out. And they were just right there. And I was like, damn. Yeah, all in undercover cars and shit. Hopping out of the van, putting on this.
Because that Mustang, I should have just let you come in, but that Mustang outside, the fix.
Yeah, that's what that dad told me.
They probably just watching to see if I was there.
Yeah, that's what he had said.
Damn, hey, hold on. Hello?
Hey, sweetie. Hey, I forgot to tell you, I did talk to Kevin. I had called him when they first got here. But I did call him.
Is that right?
Yeah, he is. Hold on. Yes, my son.
Okay. And Mustang, it's just the practice project. They was watching to see if I was at the house, brother.
Yeah, that's what they was. Yeah, the Mustang was out there waiting to see when you would come home. Yeah, I know that. And when you walked out there with me, and then you turned around when we turned around to walk back, that's when they made the call. You
I mean, we both did, but we didn't really think about it.
well, I mean they're going to do what that's what they're paid to do. I mean that's what they're paid to do, Trayvon. Yeah. And Burke called. He called your mama's phone and he called my phone too. I didn't talk to him, but he left a message and he left your mama a message, but she did return his call uh, and didn't get to talk to him. But yeah, the car, yeah,
He must represent.
probably. He might want to do that and such. Jimmy would be a lot, wouldn't cost as much.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
All right, getting ready to terminate, but
I get free calls, and I guess they
yeah, right. Well,
yeah.
I need you to pray for peace of mind. So you're gonna have to sit still, and like I said, and like we said, don't rehashing right now. I mean, it is some relief, but you're gonna have to pray to just sit still, have some peace of mind. Take care of yourself, protect yourself while you're there, and just do what your lawyer said. Now go ahead before it cut off.
This call was
I
terminated
can still
because
barely
it exceeded
understand.
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I told my dad. He was like, yeah, they were probably there. Cause we seen them earlier that day. I told him, I was like, this thing here, something ain't right. Shit, I guess when I went outside, they were probably like, Miller's at the house, so they told him to come on.
Because you was in the house?
Yeah, I guess they was watching the house to see if I was there.
Yeah. That's I don't know, like, they really did that because, I don't know, like, all I know is I seen people hop out of the van. I was like, what?
Oh, they
And I was
popped
like, that van.
out the van on the hill?
Yeah, I could have sworn one of them hopped out the van. And I was like, that van was here when I got here. So that van been sitting there for a minute.
Yeah, the Mustang was there. I took a nap and everything. Mustang was still outside, so I guess
Yeah, it was the van was behind the Mustang. Huh?
if I wouldn't have went outside, they probably wouldn't even have came to the house like that.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I knew I
It was
should have.
like as soon as, huh?
I knew something told me not to go outside. But shit, damn. I knew something told me not to go outside.
I could have just stayed in the house. I told you. I was trying to call you until y'all was pulling up. She ain't answering.
Yeah, I stayed here. I was gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? Come in like you did yesterday and shit. But
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
I should have just brought you in the house real fast. Gave you a kiss and told you I loved you. How beautiful you look.
Yeah. So, like, was they calm when they came in the house and got you?
So they just came to arrest warrant and search warrant. Shit, like I said, innocent until proven guilty.
When you went back in the house, did you know that they was coming inside? Or did you know they was outside?
Almost like Sherwood police out there. My dad, I heard him say, don't run. And shit, I just put some shoes on and some old socks and shit. By that time, I gave my mom my phone and money and shit. Then they came down there, arrested me and shit. And they was talking shit.
You told your mom where all your money was at? Is that what you said?
I guess my iPhone and then all my money and shit.
This call was terminated.
But yeah, I gave her all my stuff. Now it's just a waiting game and just praying and asking the Lord, show me, you know what I'm saying, show me grace.
Yeah, and your sister, Alike?
You said what?
Your sister, Alike, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, she came and talked to me. She looks just like your mom. But she was just like, hey, I'm Trey's sister. I'm the one who was dropping him off in Jacksonville, which I already knew. And she was like, sorry you had to see all this. We were just as shocked. And she was like, they're finna move and get out the way so we can leave because they got us locked in. But I just wanted to come over and let you know that. And I was like, okay. And then your mom and dad was inside for a little minute, and I stayed in the car a little longer. And then your dad came outside, and he started talking to me. And I gave him my number to give to your mom. I didn't know if your mom had my number or not. And I was just, huh?
They told me that they gave you their number and shit, or they got your number.
Yeah, and I was just like, if she needs me to come over and help her with anything, or if she just wants to talk, like, well, if she just want to talk or whatever, I'll come over. Because he said something about somebody's mom passed and she's went to a funeral tomorrow, so she was just dealing with a lot, or something like that. So I was like, okay. And then I just came home.
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
And yeah, I just came home and that was it. And people been like texting me, but I'm not in the mood to respond to nobody.
Let that shit get to you. Motherfuckers, they don't say a lot of shit about it. But shit, can't nobody say I want to realize they ain't helped everybody else. Motherfuckers don't even, never mind. Because it's fucking phone. But anyway, motherfuckers don't know the story and shit. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
damn. This shit gonna kick my ass like I'm in the cell. It ain't even just my parents. It's mainly gonna be you. I'm in love with your ass. Damn. This was I ain't gonna say it was the wrong time, but feel like, even though we ain't
This call was terminated because this is a call from an inmate at a correctional facility. This call is also subject to being recorded or monitored, except for privileged communications between attorney and client.
damn, man, shit, 3 minutes be flying, though.
And dude, just let you
Shit, we
just
used to
talk.
sound the phone, shit, hours.
Huh?
And we used to sound the phone for like hours.
Yeah.
You know how they say you never, you know, never miss something, you know?
Huh? What?
They say you never really miss something until it's gone.
Never run your minutes up until it's gone.
You said what?
Say it again.
Like, besides all the fighting and shit, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade that shit, like, that food. I wouldn't trade that shit.
Mhm.
I ain't the fun, like I said, I ain't the finest nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not addicted to females, you know what I'm saying? But you got some, notice every nigga line, like, special.
Mhm.
There ain't nobody else like it. Ain't gonna be nobody else like it.
Like,
I don't wanna be with nobody else. Alright,
yeah.
damn. I could marry you, put a baby in you or something, like, to make this shit
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
baby or marry you or something to make this shit more realer. Cause it's already real. Make this
Mhm.
step this shit. Damn. Oh, I know that I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Did Tony tell you he texted me?
Exactly.
He just sent me a screenshot and then he said Tierra.